Hello Team JPE. This is going to be the second video that we're doing for you guys. We're now going to be measuring, as you can see, your shaft and insert. So the first thing we're going to do is get the part program going here. If you go ahead and start it, Juan. I have an assistant on this one. So this is going to be a little bit different than the last one. In this situation, we are using just one probe configuration, but you can see we developed a probe based on the features we need to acquire. So a little bit of versatility in this probe. You can see this one is at a 90-degree angle to reach under that shoulder there. And once again, we are starting the program with the center and tilt. And because we've already run this, we will not have to use the little knobs that I pointed out in the last video to physically do the center and tilt. It should be good, but it is part of the program, just to double check. This is a taller part and is pretty much using a good portion of the Z-axis on this system. So once again, this is the automatic probe head, and you can see we put in a bit of a tilt there. And the center and tilt was good, so the first thing we're doing is going in to measure datum B. And we're doing 3 different traces along that datum B cylinder. And something I'm going to point out is because this part has some keyways in it, you can actually see when it's doing the trace that it recognizes that keyway. And what we do is go in after the fact and delete that portion of the data. That was actually done on the last part we did too. You guys had engraved the word scrap on the top of the gear part that we measured, and because we measured over that, when measuring the flatness on that, we deleted that area where it said scrap. So we're doing that in several instances on this part. So each time that we run across a keyway, we go into the program and exclude that portion of the data. And we can pick what data we want to exclude. So that's not a problem at all. So you can see now we've gone down to measure datum A. Same thing, is we are going to measure datum A with 3 different traces. And once we have the data from datum A and B, we can actually create datum AB, which you have some of your callouts to, both of your perpendicularities and one of the total runouts. Sorry, I moved my phone away for a bit there, but still just scanning at A here. So again, I'll go in and show you the actual trace happening live on the screen here. Probably can't see it that well, but there is a scaling on the scan preview. So here we're going to go up, and you're going to see the probe angle in again, so we can access a couple of the surfaces that you have the total runouts called out on. Once again, because it's a total runout, is we're doing several traces on the surface. A bit repetitive for the video here, but Once we get past the next surface, we're going to flip this probe around, which we definitely want to show you to get some of the other callouts you have here. You can see it identifies any little thing going on the surface there, and this is scaled up, so it's sort of exaggerated. Some scratches there for sure. Also give you a shot of what the program would look like here. It's pretty simple, icon based. Some predefined icons over here for each thing that you want to do. Here a report just showed up. And now we're back up to the Datum B surface. But going back to the part program, this tree over here, oh, there's my finger. This is the tree where you build the program up. These are some predefined icons to help you build your part program. So very point and click, very user friendly. And one last scan at the top of B here. I'm going to try to have you be able to see it go into that keyway. Just past it there. Now it's going to move away and the probe's going to flip around so that we can use the other stylus configuration. So we're going to go horizontal there, and now you see that we're going to scan the top of the part here. This is for one of the perpendicularity callouts. And it's going to drop down underneath that shoulder and do the same thing, measure that surface for your other perpendicularity callout. Once again, just a simple 3-jaw chuck fixturing here. And now the part, or I'm sorry, the system is going to clear out and get the probe configuration back to where we started to allow to start the next part. And so that is the end of the video for this part measurement. Once again, we're going to get some data for you and send all of this over. And I will be calling you to follow up on it. Okay, signing off.